everybody? Welcome back. I'm Patrick B. Smith. We're back at my boy Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls in the hills. And I'm always like so pumped when it comes to doing reactions. Anything of the 90s, because that's where I'm from. Check out my girl Aaliyah. But Biggie has definitely been one of the biggest influences of what I listened to growing up. And truthfully, I don't even know what he's performing. All I see is it says Apollo 1995. And with that, it might be Juicy or One More Chance. I don't know. But either way, I love Biggie and I'm still going to celebrate him. In fact, we're celebrating 28, y'all hear me, 28 years since Biggie has been gone, which is crazy to me because I don't know. I mean, the timestamp that music has in your life is like impeccable. You know, it's crazy. I think of 94, I think of Biggie, I think of Hypnotized, 97. I just think where I was, what happened, and it's just artists like Biggie who helps me keep those timestamps solid. But I am definitely excited to get into this because one thing is I don't see a lot of reactors doing a lot of rap live performances, especially during the 90s and 80s and all that, 2000s. And I feel like that was very important in music. So I do want to do more about a lot of those rappers, especially Biggie. So we'll definitely get into that. Also, sending our condolences out to Biggie Smalls' mother, Ada Wallace. She did pass away this year. And, it's just something that it reminds us how small time is. And you just have to take life for what it is and live at your fullest. But definitely prayers to the whole family. And we'll go ahead and continue the whole Wallace family's legacy by continuing reactions by them. But let's check it out. This is Biggie Smalls, aka the Notorious B.I.G, performing live at the Apollo 1995. What might be One More Chance. Like and subscribe. I see you on the other side.
Apollo, when it comes to music, this man is the undisputed king of New York. He is credited with helping to bring rap back to the East Coast. He is the first rap artist to hit the charts with a #1 hit the first week his single was released. Are you ready for One More Chance? Apollo, show your love for Notorious B.I.G.
Where New York at?
Yeah. Throw your hands in the air. Come on. Everybody throw your hands in the air. Everybody throw your hands in the air. Check it out. So is the ladies in the house tonight?
Where the ladies at?
Is the ladies in the house tonight?
Where the players at?
Is my players in the house tonight?
What?
Is my players in the house tonight?
Junior Mafia.
It's my players in the house.
Where the players at? Where the players at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? First things first, I pop for freaks, all the honeys, gummies, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like cause they don't get anything but penetration. Unless it smells like
sanitation.
garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Hot dog never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knock in your Mitsubishi. Girls peep me when they see me. Navajo creep me and they GP. As I lay down laws like Allen Coppin. Stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Tell your friends, Papa hit it, then split it in two as I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shades watching ya. Once you grill out in, game begin. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate. From the back I get
deeper and deeper.
Help you reach the climax that your man can't make. Call, tell him you'll be her real man.
Yo, is the ladies in the house tonight?
Where the ladies at?
Is the ladies in the house tonight?
Where the ladies at?
Is the fellas in the house
Where the players
tonight?
at? Where the players at?
Is the fellas in the house tonight? Check it out.
She sick of that song or how it's sold. Thought he worked his until it handled my biz.
There is.
Major pain like they know when he go down dirty even. Like his brother Keenan scheming. Don't leave the girl around me. True player for real. Ringing bells with bags from Chanel. Baby Benz traded in your Hyundai XL. Fully equipped, CD changer with the sound. She beat me at 12. Where you at? Flipping job, paying car notes. While I'm swimming in your women like the breaststroke. Right stroke, left stroke, what's the best stroke? Death stroke. Nothing left to do but send a hoe to you. I'm through. Can you sing the song for me, bro?
Is there ladies in the house
Where the ladies
tonight?
at? Where the ladies at?
Is there ladies in the house tonight?
Where the fellas at?
Is the fellas in the house tonight?
What?
Is the fellas in the house tonight?
What?
Check it out.
So what's it gonna be, him or me? We can cruise the world with pearls, gator boots for girls. The envy of all women, crushed linen, Cartier wrist
With diamonds in
The
them.
finest women I love with the passion. Your man's a whip, I get up, good
Thrashing.
high fashion, flying in the all state. Sex and me while your man. Isn't this great? Your flight leaves at 8, her flight lands at 9. I can't just rewind. Lyrically, I'm supposed to represent. I'm not only a client, I'm a player president.
Ladies in the house tonight.
Where the ladies at?
Are the ladies in the house
Where the ladies
tonight?
at? Where the ladies at?
Is my fellas in the house tonight?
What? Where the players at?
Is the fellas in the house tonight?
What? Peace out to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house. One love.
Aight.
Yeah. Biggie Smalls in the house.
You know what? Let me come off top by first saying it's hard to explain to people if they didn't grow up during the Showtime at the Apollo era of why, even in my reactions, why I'm so boom, so hyped. That is the type of stuff we watched. That is why, they had the audience participation. They always got the crowd hyped. And when we watched that on TV, or if you were there, that's what we did with music. We're not recording all that. We were just hyped. So it's just funny to me, people be thinking I'm exaggerating and extra. I'm like, I'm just vibing to the music. Because that's what I'm talking about right there. How Biggie comes in with his smooth flow. That's the thing about Biggie. I think that was really hard to, probably people to try to imitate. You can't imitate something that is unique. And I think Biggie just had that real, authentic flow. And it was a lot of metaphors that I always say that I didn't know a lot about rapping and lyricists and all that until people like Biggie and Nas and Tupac, because I had to really pay attention to what they were saying and talking about. And I was like, it's because we're from different cities and states, but we all still have the same issues and things we're going through. And I've always loved that about Biggie. But this song, I always forget how much I love not just the lyrics of the chorus, but what he's saying in the verses. It's so dope. And man, that audience, that Apollo audience never fails. They kept hyped. And, shout out to the other two hype men out there. I'm not going to go there because at the time, let's not lie, the man was making hits. And that's why Biggie definitely had a lot of hits. So we're going to go ahead and acknowledge all that performance. But definitely shout out to Biggie. Definitely one of the greatest of all time. Even though a lot of times the rappers don't need a lot of hoopla on stage to deliver a performance like that. And I also want to shout out to Steve Harvey for that dope introduction. Biggie definitely deserves that. Even when he was still coming out new, he was still a huge innovator. But we'll do more by Biggie coming soon. Any reaction want to see me do by Biggie Smalls, let me know. Otherwise, again, rest in power to Biggie. Like and subscribe. You be safe.
Lyrically, I'm supposed to represent. I'm not only a client, I'm a player president.